Hello everyone, and welcome to the third episode of my knitting podcast, Caras Knitting Corner. My name is Cara. You can find me on Instagram as Caras Knitting Corner and as a designer on Ravelry as Cara Ellen. And I am a 23-year-old college student from the north of Germany. This week I want to get right into the knitting content, kind of. I don't have quite as many projects to show as I sometimes do, but I did make quite a bit of progress on the ones that I can show, so let's get started. The first thing I wanted to show you is actually what I'm wearing. I thought I wouldn't be able to wear anything knitted this week because yesterday and the day before it's been super warm, so knitwear was not on my mind. But today it's quite cool and I think it's going to rain, so I was able to wear a sweater again. And I put on my Polaris sweater, which you can kind of see. I'll stand up a bit so you can see it better. And it's a fingering or a sport weight sweater, which has this like really nice gathered detail here. And I knit mine a bit like short sleeved, not as long as usual, because it's really good for like spring or early autumn. And it's one I really like. I knit it out of Wollmeise blend, which is a merino and cashmere blend. So it's really nice and soft. And this colorway is called Madame Souris, which I had to look up actually because I knit this quite a while ago and I didn't quite remember the color, but I figured it out. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. And also, since last time, I have released a new knitting pattern, which I have shown you before. It's the Ruched Socks. And here is my first version, which you've seen even from the first episode. You can see the ruched detailing here with the special stitch techniques that I created for this pattern. And of course there's also the second sock. I don't make single socks. And since last time, this is also a finished object, I finished this second pair that last time was only half finished. And you can see this has the same ruched texture, but here I started right after the ribbing and did it for a bit longer. So you can see the difference in between these two socks. And I have released this pattern last week on Monday. So I did have a coupon code to make it a bit cheaper when you purchased, and I posted a bit about it on the community tab in YouTube. But if you missed this, I will put a new coupon code that you can get 20% off from the pattern on Ravelry for this week, and I will put it in like the little down bar here. So if anyone missed it, you can get 20% off as a podcast watcher, just as a thank you for watching, by putting in that little coupon code. Yeah. So I'm really excited to have these released, and you will see more of this texture later today. And I also have a finished object that isn't a pattern of mine, and this is quite different from what I usually make. It looks like a really long scarf, like this. It looks a bit weird, but it's sleeves. It's not actually a scarf. My sister has I promised to make her something for her birthday, and she was able to pick what she wanted, and she picked these like crochet sleeves that she found somewhere, I think on TikTok or something. So these are like just sleeves that you put on over an outfit to like spice it up. I'll put them on now, even though they don't match my sweater at all. Yeah, and you see it's like a very short sweater kind of thing. I think this is halfway how it's supposed to look. You can see these are quite long and loose. And I will give them to her the next time I see her and maybe take some nice photos of her in them. But yeah, oh, my hair. Oh no. But this is my like one very strange finished object, and this is a crochet pattern. So because it's such a loose kind of net stitch, it was really quick to knit up or crochet up. So I finished this in just about like, I think 2 or 3 days, and I wasn't working on it constantly. And this is DK weight yarn. I just took something from my stash that my sister liked the colors of. So this is Wollmeise DK in the colorway Orient, but in one of their like a bit different skeins. So the color is a bit different from usually. And I think my sister will really enjoy it. I will try to take some pictures of her wearing it just so I can show how it really is supposed to look. But yeah, that's my other finished object. And I actually do like it. I don't know if I would wear it, but it's definitely interesting. What else do I have to show? I have more socks that I'm working on. I showed you last time the pattern that is going to come out soon, which is the Sunburst Socks. And last time I didn't have my own version worked up yet. I only had the ones that my mom made to show for. And now I have started making my own version, which I chose some different colors for. This is like a really dark blue and a very light gray. And you can see, even though the color is called Sunburst, this actually looks more like moon and stars kind of colors. But I really like it, and I thought it would show like a different color version of the pattern. So this is my first sock, which is already finished. And the second one is also almost finished. So I hope I can finish this today, because I have a new sock design that I want to start working on. Yeah, but this is the second one. And these will come out probably around, or actually probably before the next podcast. So if you don't want to miss any designs that I have coming out, I do post about them on the community tab in YouTube. So if you subscribe to me and have like notifications on, you should see it. But I will also create a Ravelry group before I publish this podcast, where I will post about the new designs, do pattern support, maybe at some point do like a knit along, and also a giveaway, because I'm going to the Wollmeise sale, but I'll talk to you about that later. And you can just see everything that comes out, and when I have a new design, like figure out about coupon codes and stuff. So I will link that down below. And if you're interested, I would be really happy to have you join. I have this like really nice project bag that's like a really good size for a sock project, even when I have two skeins, because it's color work. Really like it. I would tell you where you can buy it, but I buy my project bags like locally on small markets usually, so I can't really tell you where to check them out. I do quite like this one. And then I have a really exciting project that I worked on. And I'm just about to join a new skein, so it doesn't have any yarn attached at the moment. And this is going to be my first garment design. I do like purple. I think it's a really good summer color. And I have to like fold out the sleeves. They're a bit rolled up at the moment. It's going to be a summer top, like quite a white one, it will get some ribbing on the sleeves and stuff. And I have incorporated the texture from the Ruched Socks. So you can see in like a, what's it called in English? Like a, not a square, but the more pointy one, like this shape. What might it be called? Diamond? No, maybe, I don't know. Kind of like a diamond shape. So yeah, right now I'm making it wider, and then it will go smaller again. And this will have the really nice effect of making the shirt a bit shorter in the front. You can already see that kind of happening. So it will be a bit shorter in the front, a bit wider in the back, or longer in the back. And it's generally a fairly wide and loose summer t-shirt. And I hope to have this finished really soon. I've only been knitting on it for like 5 days, 6 days. So I made quite a bit of progress, because I'm really excited about having a garment that I designed on the needles. It's a really nice process. So I will also post the testing call when this is ready on the Ravelry group that I told you about. So if you want to get involved in testing, I would be really happy to have you. And you can check it out also down below in the Ravelry group. And yeah, I have more garment ideas, design ideas, but this is what I'm going to start with, because it matches the Ruched Socks and it's great for summer. And also I just had it figured out all already, so I just needed to knit it up. And I'm using Wollmeise DK again, which I have a lot of, and it's my favorite yarn, so I use it quite a lot. And this is the colorway Amethyst Light, so amethyst like the gemstone. And they have different versions of this, like dark, medium, and light, and I chose the lightest color because it would be really nice for summer. So yeah, really exciting in my opinion at least. And yeah, I will show you hopefully next time the finished version, which is my plan. That's already all the knitting stuff that I wanted to show you. I don't know how other podcasters talk for like half an hour or an hour. I feel like I don't like I knit quite a lot, at least I feel like I knit quite a lot, but I just talk really quickly apparently and don't say too much about it. I don't know. I hope you still enjoy it. But yeah, about the giveaway that I was talking about, I will go to the Wollmeise sale in the beginning of June, which I was talking about last week, I think. And because I'm really excited to have already more than 100 subscribers, which I didn't expect at all, I wanted to get a little something to have a little subscriber giveaway. So keep a lookout for that. I will announce it and how you enter it in the next podcast episode. And it's just really amazing already having so many people watching. And even though it's a bit weird, the German podcast always has many more viewers than the English one, I appreciate every single viewer, so I will continue making the English and German versions, even though it's like double the work, but it's really nice having all people from all over watching. And I hope that you will be happy to have like a little giveaway as something to give back from me. And I will also show you all of my purchases from the Wollmeise sale next week. So that will probably be a longer podcast episode because I expect quite a bit of yarn to show. Like I'm planning on spending quite a bit of money. I de-stashed a bit last week. I saved up some money, so I am willing to spend on yarn. So I will have like a huge thing to show off probably, which I hope you don't mind. I have not shown my purchases here before, but I feel like it's all right to do it every now and again. If anyone doesn't want to watch, it will be at the end and you don't need to watch, but I think it's really exciting, something like this. Like here in Germany, we do have some like yarn festivals kind of things where you can, or like shows, but there's only like 3 or 4 a year, and only one that is close to me, which is I think at the end of July, which I will probably also go to. So I don't get the chance to meet yarn people in real life so often, so I feel like it's really exciting to go down to Bavaria, which is quite far, and go to the Wollmeise sale, to the shop, and just meet a lot of new people as well. So that's really nice, and I will have a lot to tell you next week. But for now, I'm all out of content. I don't know why it's always so short, but I hope you enjoyed this nonetheless. And I'm really happy to see you again in about 2 weeks. Have a great day.